But yeah, how
are you doing? I saw you last time.
Jump on me about all that.
Yes, you do. It's like I always turn up like a bad.
Every time a black person get killed, I gotta come.
And it seems like, and I'm right there too, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
That's right.
I'm with you. Yeah. Get it.
Here in just a minute. Thank you all for being here. All right. Good afternoon. My name is Zakiya Sankara-Jabar. I am co-founder and co-executive director of Racial Justice Now, founded right here in Dayton, Ohio in 2011. Our mission is to end institutional and systemic anti-Black racism. I am now a national award-winning leading activist and organizer working all across the country, but the work started right here in Dayton. And I'm here today because of the murder of a black man just a few days ago right downtown. Right here in his own neighborhood because of what I believe is racial profiling and a pretext stop, which is obviously something that is very problematic and is one of the demands that we want to make sure that the city of Dayton rectifies and stops the practice of pretext stops and racial profiling, particularly of black people. We know that Dayton and all across the country, black men and boys are disproportionately impacted by police brutality, police misconduct. And so that's something that is very, very important to me personally as a mother of a black son and as a wife of a black man, and certainly just as a human being. No one should be treated inhumanely. And so the question is, why was he stopped? That's what the community wants to know, right? We want to know, why was he stopped? He was on a bicycle, minded his own business. There was no victims. There was nobody that we know of that called the police on him. So to immediately stop him and to immediately search him is a form of what we call broken windows policing, and it has to stop. I am very disappointed that the state representative, Phil Plummer, says that this is a part of the work. This is a part of the work to keep downtown safe. Well, who are you keeping downtown safe from? That's a question. We want to know, who are you keeping downtown safe from? And from what I understand, the young man actually lived downtown. So this was his damn neighborhood. And he wasn't committing any crimes. So we're here to call for full transparency from this city commission and leadership and from the Dayton Police Department. And we want to make sure that there's a third-party independent investigation, not the police investigating the police. Because we already know what the answer is going to be with that. We want justice, and he deserves justice. The next speaker I'm going to bring up now is Sabrina Jordan, who is local based here, right here in Dayton. And she's going to say a few words from her organization as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Zakiya. Like she said, my name is Sabrina Jordan. I am president and founder of Black Families Unite Against Police Brutality. First of all, I'd like to send my deepest and sincere condolences to Reginald Thomas' family.
That's right.
We've been here. We've been here so many times. And I kind of just wrote out a little something last night as I was going through it. You know, years ago, the communities were sick and tired of police killing our loved ones.
That's right.
We are way past that. Now we're just angry.
That's right.
Do you hear me? We are angry that we are losing our families by the hands of so-called peace officers.
Come on. Teach it.
What we have to do, and I'm going to put this down. One thing I'm going to say first is, since the year 2000, we have lost 94 people here in Montgomery County by the hands of the police. That's not normal. 10 is not normal.
That's right.
But 94?
Come on.
In the state of Ohio, it's over 2,200.
Say.
2,200. So we come down to this building trying to get answers and ask them, please help us. What can you do? Our city and county commissioners, our mayor, especially our city manager.
Come on. There it is.
Why can't you get out there and clean up that damn police department?
Open a bottle cake.
Take out the trash.
Come on.
And do something. Because if you won't give us accountability, these angry communities are sooner or later going to get their own accountability.
That's right.
What does that look like? That means targeting police. Okay. Oh yeah, I see your eyes. Like targeting the police is like they target us.
Come on.
Like they have targeted our families.
That's right.
So either they get it together and figure out what to do, or this city gonna burn down.
Woo!
From a bunch of angry people whose families have been destroyed. These police come into our communities and bully us.
Right.
And then they wonder why are running.
Come on.
Because we know what they known for.
We know what they're known for.
They're not there to talk and be nice, no. So what we have to do, whoever is watching, the county communities, we have to send our own life to our own communities. There's people out here, you can get information from to come join us to try to help them figure this out. Just come and join. I know you feel it. I know you are. You're hurt, you're grieving. But we got to do something. We can't depend on these people in this building to do it for us, apparently, because they haven't so far. I'm going to turn this over because I got so much more to say because I said I'm angry. I'm angry at the system. I'm angry at the police. I'm angry at these damn people in this building who we go to. Last time I was in here, they just looked at me like I had two kids. Didn't say a word and I was talking about a life. So yeah, we have to save ourselves. So just remember that. Ohio Families Unite Against Police Brutality.com. Come holler at me. Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you, Sabrina. Righteous indignation. Now we're going to bring up Carlos Buford, who is also a local base leader here in Dayton, and he's a leader of Black Lives Matter Dayton. Come on, Brother Carlos.
We stand here today because a man is dead after an encounter that started over a bicycle light, a minor misdemeanor. Now let's be clear, because we are not here to hide the facts. Police say he had a firearm. They say there was a struggle. They say he reached for that weapon. We hear that. But we are not going to let that distract us from the truth. This started with a stop over a bicycle light, a low-level, rarely enforced discretionary law. In this same state, you can be stopped for something as petty as spitting on the sidewalk. That too is a minor misdemeanor. These kinds of laws create entry points for police encounters. And those encounters can escalate, and even when the original issue is minor. That is exactly what happened with this man here in Dayton a few days ago. Because if there is no stop, there is no chase. If there is no chase, there is no struggle.
Come on. That's right.
And if there is no struggle, this does not end in death.
Damn it, he will still be alive.
So let's stop pretending this is just about what happened at the end.
That's right.
This is about how it began
That's right.
and why it began.
That's right.
We are seeing a pattern in which minor infractions are being used as a gateway to engage
That's
people
right.
who pose no threat.
That's right.
And let's talk about what's really happening in this city. Over $2 billion has been poured into downtown development. And with that has come increased police presence, not in protecting equally, but in ways that too often target the most vulnerable among us. That is not safety.
At all.
That is control.
That's right. Say that.
We are tired of officers. Many of whom don't even live in this community.
They don't even live today.
Coming in and deciding at their discretion who gets stopped and who gets left alone.
That's right. Thank you.
We are tired of unnecessary police encounters that escalate instead of de-escalating. And we are tired of a system that hides behind minor misdemeanors to justify major, irreversible harm. Let me be clear. When a man loses his life over something that's minor, the system has failed, or it is functioning exactly as designed
There you go. There you go.
to move certain people out.
Out. That's right.
And we will not accept that.
We ain't
Enough,
gonna stand for
enough is enough.
it. Period.
My name is Carlos Buford, Black Lives Matter Dayton. Enough is enough.
Period.
Enough is enough. The people of Dayton are speaking. They're tired of seeing local elected leadership, state elected leadership spend billions of dollars downtown and then use surveillance and police to, quote, keep people safe. And then who are you keeping people safe from? That's the question. The next speaker we want to bring up is a brother, Mr. Motley, who is also a former original Black Panther. Come on up, brother.
All right, brother. One love. I first would like to again send out my real appreciation and heartbroken sympathy for the family, and I'm tired of that. As a member of the original Black Panther Party for Self-Defense,
Period.
that was started back in the 60s, we're still in a state of crisis.
That's right. Yes.
We're still in a situation to where we have to think in terms of self-defense.
Right. From the police.
We as a people have to decide that our lives are of value.
Yes.
Because unfortunately, the pigs who
Come on, there
have
it is.
decided that we are not human beings, that we are not deserving of fair justice, must be stopped.
Period.
We're here
Stop.
to demand, not ask,
There you go.
but demand an end to the brutality and mistreatment of Black people throughout our community, not just in downtown Dayton.
Right.
Okay.
Throughout the city.
We are not going into a summer of finding Black people that are stopped because their windows are tinted or the music is too loud or that they spit on the sidewalk.
We are not.
We will not tolerate it.
We're not standing for it.
We will
Period.
not tolerate it. And I ask for the community to come out and support us in arms and in spirit from whatever vantage point that you come from. The religious section, the spiritual section, we need everybody. Grassroots, lumpen proletarians, come on out, join the fight. Dare to struggle, dare to win.
Thank you so much, Black Power. It's sad that you got an elder out here who was a part of the original Black Panther Party in 2026 still fighting the same damn thing. It's a damn shame. Now, we want to bring up our next speaker, Brother Attorney Jared Grandy, also former City of Dayton employee. Brother Jared, come on up, brother.
All right.
Appreciate this, Ken. Listen, I'm not here necessarily to hurl any accusations, but I do have a few questions that we do need answers to immediately. Was this a pretextual stop? Meaning, did y'all really care about a headlight on a bike? Because I can't imagine that that was a genuine concern of the police officer who pulled him over, right? And if it was a pretextual stop, was it related to all of the crime fighting efforts going on downtown to protect interests of people who don't even live or work there as of now?
Come on.
We have these policies. We have a long-standing history in the city of Dayton of using pretextual stops
Come on,
that occur or that end up and deadly interactions between citizens and the police officers who are charged to serve and protect them. This was predictable, unfortunately, because we've seen this happen over and over again. And my final question is, when do we finally put an end to this? We demand transparency, and we demand it now.
The theme is we're demanding transparency right now, not tomorrow, not next week, and certainly not the police damn investigating the police. That's ridiculous. If that shit don't stop in Dayton, it's gonna stop everywhere. Our next speaker is Brother Jerome McCory. Come on, brother.
Come on, Rev.
Bishop Jerome McCory from the Lion of Judah Ministry Beyond the Pulpit, and I'm here twofold. I wondered if I would say something from my perspective as former president of the Dayton SCLC, or as president and CEO of the Adam Project, or even from my national platform, the National Congress on Faith and Social Justice. But I've discovered that the biggest part of the problem is not where you speak from, it's what you have to keep speaking to.
Yes.
And here we are again, in a city who declared we did not have a stop violence initiative this summer because there was no funding, to the fact that too much of the violence is being brought on by those whose job it is to stop the violence in the first place. I have gotten tired to the point where I am now officially sick and tired. Sister Sabrina talked about 94 Montgomery County cases. I'm going to say at least 94 and a half. Because in one instance, supposedly the police came upon somebody who was already dead. Well, I'm not taking their word for anything. We have gotten tired as a community, sick and tired of, as a community, where you see one patch of land that's supposed to be protected. So what we have discovered is, as black folk go, we are in trouble in vehicles, whether we're driving or passengers. We are in trouble on an RTA bus. We are in trouble walking, and now we're in trouble being on bicycles. The bottom line is, we ain't gonna keep being your trouble. We have decided it's time to stand up. And so let me do this. I'm calling on the black church, the sleeping giant that has been missing in action for far too long. If you believe in a gospel that says that justice roll down like water and righteousness a mighty stream, then get up off your lofty derriere and engage in the fight for justice. Now is the time. This is the season. We say to those who sit behind those walls, if you can continue to promote and give raises to a city manager without giving a performance review to, then you need to get up off your behind and declare to your police department that we cannot continue to take those who are supposed to protect us from law enforcement to lawmakers. I'm not talking about Phil Plummer. From law enforcement to lawmakers. I still ain't talking about Phil Plummer. From law enforcement to lawmakers, then we will never solve the issue. And we have gotten sick and tired in Dayton of being sick and tired, and we declare with all that is in us, it's now time to fight back.
And so here we are, and with that, I'm going to provide a couple final comments. Then we're going to, take some questions here, since the media is here. And the final thing we'll say is Phil Plummer and Mike Turner were one of the first elected officials that I could see in the media that came right out. I mean, they seemed to almost be giddy about what happened. This is the work. We cleaning it up. We making it safe. You want to clean it up and make it safe. Well, why is the police involved in that? If you want to clean it up and make it safe, then poverty, want, those are not approaching this from a social determinants of health perspective? And I'm sick and tired of people who got degrees, got all this education, supposed to be Christians, and y'all making excuses for people getting killed by the damn police for no fucking reason. So now, before I say too much else, I'll stop and we'll take some questions. Any questions from the media?
You said you'd like more transparency. Some of the body cam, I think it was most of the keyboard. What would you like to see additional?
So, as we said in the press release among the demands, we want to see the release of all footage. The one thing that we learned after we sent the press release out, after we had our local organizing committee, is that, you know, there's cameras everywhere. He was killed downtown, right? We want all the footage. We want all the footage. We want full transparency. All the footage from the dash cam, from the body cam, and all these damn cameras y'all got around the city. The truth has to come out. And this is on the record, and this is a demand to make sure that the people know exactly what happened, because it seems like this was racial profiling and a pretext stop. Because if he was not profiled, that's the point. He will still be alive. Next question. That's right.
We also talked about possibly asking for a civilian oversight board. Yes.
What's the subpoena power?
That's not going to get passed. They get together after the police force, but yours would be different because you have subpoena power.
That's right.
Talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, we passed a similar law in the state of Maryland, Police Accountability Board, and you know, there's subpoena powers where the people who are on those boards can actually request and have opportunity to review the evidence themselves and come up with an independent determination, independent of the city, independent hopefully of the power structure. There's always problems with that because there's so many people who want to protect the killers, they want to protect the police. And so that's why it has to be regular, everyday citizens, and also different other experts as well. People who are experts, you know, lawyers and things like that, to be on the board to make those critical decisions. So that's why that's one of the demands, because we've seen it in other areas and some success around, and they need to do the same thing. Next question.
I only have one more. The stop was a profiling, was a pretext. We only know, we don't know what's in a police officer's mind or whatever. So,
Well, I mean, if nobody called on him.
Do we just say that maybe we shouldn't be stopping on minor misdemeanors, or where
Yeah, it certainly is a philosophical question, but I mean, why be aggressive? Why run after him? Like, what was the need to escalate to where the damn man is dead. Clearly, as someone else spoke, black people and black men in particular, we're going to center black men today, because black men are disposable in this damn country, and it seems like they're disposable in this damn city. I can't believe I had to even come here out of town to make a goddamn big deal about them killing a black man downtown when I reviewed the footage and everything. Oh, it's an open and shut case. In what world? That's not okay. Nobody should be killed over a minor traffic stop. Or he wasn't even on a traffic stop. He was on a damn bike. I don't know how else ridiculous this is. It doesn't justify it. Yeah, please.
Excuse me, let me speak to this, sir. Number one, if you're scared, you don't need to be a policeman. Okay? If you're afraid, you don't need to be a policeman. Let me stress that, because we're talking about a victim who was running away, who was afraid of the slave catcher. Okay? And we have slave catchers in modern day that still think that they have the right to murder, assassinate black people. And that will not be tolerated.
Mr. Motley, do we have your first name?
Michael Motley, M-O-T-L-E-Y. this. I'm calling you for rape. Number one, the police chief should be fired because he's responsible. Those police officers are only doing this because they feel they can get away with it.
That's right.
Why are you chasing a person because of a fight? Matter of fact, they don't give out tickets in Dayton down here for speeding. I've never seen a ticket given out for speeding or headlights. But now I'm talking about a car. So why are you harassing a person on the bike and chasing this policeman? He has a problem.
I appreciate your question, Mike, and I'll answer your question with another question. If we were to conduct a thorough investigation of the police officer's stop, will we see equal enforcement? When do we decide when we stop somebody for a minor misdemeanor or a simple traffic violation? And my second question would be, what we really need to know is, again, is this related to the concentrated efforts to fight crime downtown, right? Because as I said, these pretextual stops have a predictable outcome, and this is what we wanted to get into.
I think the other part of the relevance to this matter is simply this. This city spends more money on developing downtown about neighborhoods. They make the same effort to make it look like they're protecting downtown. But as long as police officers can until proper oversight is given to the citizen. But as long as the mayor and the commissioners can blame the manager, must come together now and stand up and address this issue because we are in fact sick of it.
Jared Grandy, J-A-R-E-D, Grandy, G-R-A-N-D-Y. As Zakiya said earlier, there are other ways to prevent crime in areas. Let it be clear. Nobody here wants to see increased crime anywhere. We want to stop the crime. We want to stop the violence. But there are other ways to do that outside of employing mass incarceration and extra law enforcement. Put their time, money, and energy into the effort to prevent the kind of activity that we all want to see it into.
That's right. And so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. The final message is to the mayor and the city commission. You heard from the people that live right here, residents of Oakland, Dayton. Fire the city manager, number one. Fire the police chief and the officers that were involved in the murder of his brother. The mayor and the city commission, you have a charge. from the community. Thank you all for coming.